Hi, what's up? I'm Kim Petras, and I just talked to Zach Sang on the Zach Sang Show. And we talked a bunch about Clarity, my upcoming project, so make sure you check it out. Woo! Ah.
Let's do this. Zach Sang Show.
Hi, beautiful human. We welcome Kim Petras.
Hey!
What's up?
Clarity, that's what's up.
Oh, yes, Clarity.
Yeah, no big deal. You got a full album out.
Oh, yes.
What's good? How you feeling?
Amazing. Yeah, I can't really process it. Like, it's been so long. I've been doing this for so long, and that this is my first full cohesive piece of work is really, really sick. So I'm stoked.
You bring up the fact that you've been doing it for so long and that this is like your first cohesive body work.
50 long years.
Wow, it's
you look
amazing.
great
Thanks.
for that age.
Thank you so much.
You age in reverse.
Yes. Benjamin Button up in this bitch.
Could you have released the album that Clarity is today without all of those years of hard work and training and knowledge and trial and error? Could it really be the album that it is today without all that?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. Just, damn, didn't have to go through all of that. No, I feel like a lot of like the circumstances in my life like led to the songs in this one. It was really a lot of like coming off stage, being a supporting act, writing words down and like thinking of like, oh, I need to add this to my live show, and kind of just like a lot of like after performances, after being really busy, just like those like 5 minutes of like writing stuff down and collecting it all, and then coming into the studio after being on the road for a long time and just like putting it all together.
As somebody who's kind of like followed this process, I think, through your Instagram, because I obsessively, one, I love you with my whole heart.
Thanks, I love you too. You're the best.
No, you're the best.
You're the best.
Organically, I want to be in the loop on everything you do, but I feel like the process, because you're talking about being on tour for a long time. It was a Troye Sivan tour.
Yeah, and before that, like I was doing a bunch of radio promo tours.
Like crazy.
Like doing every single gay club in the USA. It was just like a lot of being out there and promoting it. Yeah.
So, okay, you're talking about like being on stage. When you're on stage performing, are you thinking about the records you've created? Are you creating right when you get off stage? Like, are you taking notes as you're kind of living life and saving things to then go to the studio and flesh out songs and albums?
But actually, it's been a lot of like being on stage and like keeping thoughts and then coming off stage and like writing it down. Which is weird. Yeah, because like I'm supposed to be focused on doing my thing on stage, so it's really unprofessional of me, and I'm really disappointed in myself.
But I could also make the argument that you know the songs that you've been performing so freaking well that you could do it like the back of your hand, because you've been singing a lot of the same songs for quite some time.
Yeah, but I love, the good thing is like I'm not sick of one single song that I've released, which is like it's
a huge thing to say.
Totally. I feel like a lot because my first era was kind of creating a bunch of characters, because I felt like I was pretty like insecure, and I was like I wasn't sure if anybody was going to listen to me ever, and had all these like insecurities about myself, and kind of thought my life wasn't interesting enough, so I just like made up like grander like themes for all these songs, which like I don't want it at all. It's like a super bratty like rich girl in LA, and like I was like staying on a futon with like 4 roommates, you know, like I was like that was like not my life. So I think it's just like it's kind of like performing like as a larger than life character,
because that's become you, right? Like, do you feel like Kim Petras has become those songs that you put out in your first era?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like I'm like a different person every single day of my life. Like I feel like I'm just like always different, like depending on the mood. It's also like a big girl thing, I think, just like, you know, changing like by the mood of the day, I guess.
Yeah, like depending on what side of the bed you wake up on. I totally.
But all of that is me. Like I feel like even the stuff like that you make up, and like I want this to be my life. Like you still make it up. You know, that's still like a part of your brain. So
you know, it's so funny.
Or not, maybe not.
I find it kind of funny, but also really interesting, the fact that we're talking about the first era of your music, which is you creating these characters that you've now become.
Yeah.
And then the first record off of Clarity is Clarity, which, you know, what does that word mean to you?
Well, I've gone through kind of like in the beginning of this, I've gone through a phase of just like worrying about every little thing in life, and just like I don't know, focusing on the wrong things and just like hanging around the wrong people, going through a breakup, like being really sad about it. And then like my homie Lil Aaron, who's amazing, who's like becoming this big songwriter now, like, and we wrote my first song together, the I Don't Want It At All song. And he just came up with that hook. So I didn't even come up with it because we had a long talk about where my head was at, and he was like, man, your brain is just like so wrong right now, like you're just like thinking about everything so wrong. And he was just kind of explaining to me like everything's going good, kind of reassuring me like, you know, that I'm like on my way of doing this. And I don't know, it kind of like, I heard that song and I was like, yeah, I gotta stop stressing about like every little detail in life, and I can't have any expectations, like nothing will, you know, go after my expectations. And I just got to do my thing, work as hard as I can, and whatever will happen will happen. And that's kind of clarity to me. You know, it's just like I'm meant to be in the studio, I'm meant to be on the road. That's like what like my life, I feel like my life purpose is. And so this record is just kind of about that, feeling really lost and then finding myself and finding like a silver lining through all of the like bullshit.
You crafted that record from a place of lack of clarity.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of, we started with Broken, which is me just singing about my breakup and being like, damn, I don't know like what I'm going to do now, kind of. And like this record called All I Do Is Cry, and another one, and Icy, they're all from this like really...
But Icy's unreleased, isn't it?
It's not. No, Icy's not out yet.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be on the full record.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean that one is kind of that's kind of my like little like Britney Spears like Stronger moment, where I'm like, you made me like stronger than I was before. Just tight, always a good concept.
But the whole album starts with Broken?
It doesn't.
Was that the first
but that was
song
the
you
first
started?
one I dropped. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first track on the record is
Clarity.
Clarity. Yeah.
But from the creation process, you start with Broken and you end where?
Then I went to Got My Number, which like honestly like being sad and going through a breakup leads to like a horny phase and going out
A rebound phase.
and being a hoe. So I needed to go there from being sad.
949-331-0609. It's a real phone number.
It's a real phone number. I ruined one of my best friends' life. Yeah.
Do you pay for the new phone number connection?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be a horrible person if I didn't. Yeah, his life was like hell for a week or something. Like we did this thing where we like blocked anybody who like wasn't saved in his contacts, so that worked for a little bit. But then it got into New Music Friday and Best of the Week.
And it was all done.
I think it's like the first real phone number ever on both of these. Which is sick, but he's Jesse St. John. He's like a songwriter.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's so incredible. He wrote Truth Hurts with Lizzo.
Dude,
he's really amazing.
Truth Hurts, a couple Britney Spears records.
Yeah, he's really amazing.
Spectacular.
Like, I mean, I always call him when I go out. So it was just like when we wrote that song, it was like, oh, this is like a night out with Jesse. Like that's what the song felt like to us, and we're just like a bunch of punks. So we were just like, let's do this, and we planned it. And the day of, like he like came, we like scheduled a session with him, and acted like he lost his phone, like his sister stole his phone from like the side of his bed. He had like the worst day ever because he had so much shit to do, and he was like almost like in tears. He immediately like went to like the hard alcohol at the studio and got really drunk. He was so sad about losing his phone. And then we played it for him, and he was like, wait, is that my phone number? Like it clicked so slowly. We like got it on camera. It was an amazing moment. So worth it, but ruined his life for like a week straight.
I mean, it totally makes the difference, and the production is so freaking good.
Thank you so much.
Is that like, what are the keys on that? Like, what are you playing? Like, because there are something, right? Like, I call them keys, but it sounded like something towards the end is some, I don't know what it is.
Oh, like the woo woo stuff.
But like, it sounded like there was some form of keys, and maybe I'm going crazy, but like maybe I am. But I'll play it for you at the end.
Might be.
Whose voice is on that record?
Whose voice is on that record?
Yeah.
On Got My Number? That's Jesse's voice.
So that is him.
Yeah, I was in the booth just like calling him, like acting like, hey, let's go out tonight. And he had no idea. Megan, who's here, was like right next to him. And she was like, we were talking about bags. She has like a friend who like designs bags. And she was like, secure the bag. And then I was like, secure the bag. And Jesse said, secure the bag. And then it just like all of that made it into the song. But it was perfect. It was one call. And we were just really hoping that, you know, he would like, you know, sound really gay in the best way possible and do exactly what he did.
And he didn't let down.
So he's a natural. He just like did that without rehearsing it.
Wow. Take
a
two.
Real pro.
Wouldn't have been the same.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful human, real quick. Sorry to interrupt. If you're considering going back to school, you got to ask yourself the following questions. Do you need the flexibility to take classes on your schedule? Do you have college credits that you need transferred? Do you want to earn a quality degree from a world-renowned university? If you answered yes to any of those questions, Arizona State University is the perfect school for you. ASU offers over 150 highly ranked degree programs, 100% online. You're going to earn the same degree as you would on a campus from wherever you are on your schedule. Plus, ASU Online accepts most transfer credits. If you want more information, text Zach to 35517. That is Zach to 35517. We'll put it right here. Learn for yourself why the Wall Street Journal ranks ASU 5th in the nation for producing the best qualified graduates and why 87% of ASU grads are recruited within 90 days of graduation. Learn to grow, learn to succeed, and learn to thrive at Arizona State University. To learn more about ASU Online degree programs, text Zach to 35517. That is ZACH to 35517. Back to our conversation. So, okay, back to the order you create this album in. Clarity, right? But you said Broken started it, and then it was Got My Number, so that's your hoe phase.
Yes.
What comes after Got My Number?
What came after? Then came Blow It All, which is kind of a record about drugs. It's really cool. It's about like tonight, let's not worry about anything and just like spend all our money on stupid and yeah, blow it all.
Like when I was listening to that record, I don't know why, like I was hit with this wave of like laying it all on the line, like got nothing else to lose. It's everything you have right here, right now.
Yes.
I mean, but then I don't know why my head went to like, I want to know what motivated you. Like what motivates you in general to keep moving and create music?
That one in particular was the Jimmy Eat World song, the like it just takes some time.
Yes.
I wanted a song, everything will be alright. I just wanted to have a song that gave me that same feel and make it my own. You know, just kind of a song about like, yo, at the end of the day we're gonna be okay. Then I did it. You know, I just went into the studio, like one take, done, easy. No, JK. It took really long to write, but I love it. It was worth it.
What motivates you, like as a whole, when it comes to making music? Why do you keep doing it? Why do you feel like you need to do it?
I love it. Writing songs is my like obsession since I'm like a kid. I used to watch documentaries about songwriters all the time. And I just really got obsessed with it and how to make a good song. And in the beginning, I really sucked. Like, I was really bad. Like, all my songs were really awful. Just, like, about some dumb crushes I had in school. And I was really determined to just, like, become a good songwriter. I feel like I kind of always knew, like, nobody would write this, like, girl, like, from the middle of nowhere in Germany any songs. So I was like, you gotta learn yourself,
right,
sis.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got really obsessed with it. And there's just... It's like, I don't know, I'm like addicted to it. Like the feeling of like finding like the perfect lyric that really like puts it like the way I want to put it. I sometimes feel like I'm kind of bad at talking like or having like conversations with people and never say it how I want to say it. And then later I like lay in bed and I'm like thinking about, oh, I should have said it like this or, you know, all of those things. So I feel like my crazy like OCD like that I'm like always so unsatisfied with like, in the moment I just get nervous and I say it like the wrong way to people, so I just like take a pen and like write it the way I want to say it. And I don't know, it just like is really satisfying to me to just like take my time and really like put it the way I want to put it.
Has there ever been a moment where you said something to somebody and then went back and like wrote them something proper the
Yeah.
way it was meant to be said originally?
For sure. But I'm never like this is the way. Here's the song. This is the way I really meant to say it, man. I never did that. I think people figured it out themselves, probably in songs, especially in these songs. Like, definitely, it's very clear. Like,
Who you're talking about?
very obvious.
Yeah, if it's not a phone number.
Yeah, in all of these, it's very obvious. But yeah, for sure.
So your motivation really is to be the best songwriter you could possibly be
In the world.
in the world. Say it.
Yeah.
Say it, mama.
Oh yes, the best songwriter in the world.
Kim Petras is going to be the best songwriter in the world.
Trust.
Yeah, I trust.
I've been saying this.
Yeah, now I'm going to add to it.
Thanks.
I'm telling you, if you put it out
Damn,
there, manifestation.
Thank you so much.
Thank me later when it happens.
Manifestation.
Come on.
I really believe in manifestation.
Me too.
Thanks for manifesting
Really,
with me.
my parents only gave me a couple great things in life outside of actual physical life, but one of the best things they taught me was The Secret. When I was like 10, they made me watch the movie and read the book. It's one of like the 5 books I've ever read. But really, it's done well.
Mine is like Hunger Games and Harry Potter. Like, that's it.
Jealous. I could never make it past Harry Potter, and I made my parents buy me every book. They just wasted money on nothing.
But the books are like sick.
They
Like,
are- to look at, yes.
The covers are like tight.
Yeah.
So
I looked at them. I had them in a bookshelf that nobody touched. Really, I did a lot with them. But if your motivation is to be the greatest songwriter in the world, that doesn't mean you have to perform, right? Like, because
technically, I mean, you have a point.
is there
Cancel tonight's show.
no? But like the one thing I was thinking yesterday, I'm watching your show. Kim Petras is for everybody. That's what's in my brain, and the electricity and the energy is intoxicating. It's beautifully infectious, and the love and acceptance that fills your venues it's unlike anything else I've ever been a part of.
Oh my God, thank you.
But if you were to just cap out forever at Fonda-sized theaters and never grow from there, is that okay for you? Would you be okay with that?
Like I've learned my lesson about expectations. I'm not making any expectations anymore. Whatever happens, happens. But like I really want to be I want to fill out huge venues, like that'd be amazing. But at the end of the day, like I'm happy if like one person at my show like forgets about their problems in life for a little bit. I say that in the show dialogue too. Like that's why I do this. Like I just want people to like come together and forget about like the in their life and just have a good time and kind of escape, because like that's what pop has always been to me. It's always been like an escape from my real life and like kind of what I like wish life was like. And I feel like my fans are just like my friends. I feel like they're just like me. And I think like, my goal was to be a songwriter first, but now that I like, know them and like I perform for all of them, like I have their numbers on my phone, like, we're just like this little like cute crew now, me and my fans. So
you roll big to every party.
Yeah.
I got plus 1,700 people.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Do you have room on your list?
Oh yes. Come with a big list and a big rider, even bigger rider. Yeah. But now that I know them, like I can't like, let them hang. Like I gotta
be there for them.
I gotta keep doing it, and I gotta keep going bigger because everybody's yelling at me for doing small venues. Always. So, I mean, I sold this out in like 5 minutes.
2 nights at the
Humble
Fonda.
brag. Humble brag.
Giddy up. You talk about pop music.
She's sold out now.
Yeah, that's
Selling out.
yeah. Alert the presses.
Yes.
In our midst, a sellout in the best possible way.
Yes, a sellout.
You talk about pop music being to you an escape, and obviously the first era was these characters that you formed. Clarity more based on who you are.
Yeah.
Is there a song on this album that we should listen to really get to know who Kim Petras is? And what song is it?
Do Me.
Do Me. Yeah, that's the one. That's it. That's all you need to know about me.
Just do me.
Just me. Maybe not that one. Probably I think Blow It All. I think Blow It All is like, at the end of the day, like that's like a conversation with like my friends. Like I feel like that song is really extremely me. There's also probably a song called Meet the Parents.
I saw that.
That's really like a character song. It's like, I could take you to the beach, I could fly you out to Paris, I could take you to New York, but you'll never meet the parents.
I love it.
A poetry. That one I think is very me. But yeah, in general, like I felt like my like fans gave me a lot of confidence to like be like just me, and I wanted them to feel like when they hang out with me or when I hang out with my friends, I really wanted to like invite them into like, I don't know, hanging out with me.
Yeah, it's real.
So yeah, it's been really amazing. Also before, like I was like scared of being like on a cover of a single, like it was just that neon head because I was always like,
Why were you
damn,
afraid?
Unprofessional,
Yeah,
and
how
unacceptable.
dare you?
Ugh, I'm so sorry.
Put your phone in the basket.
Artists, the worst.
Why were you afraid to put yourself on the cover?
Because there's like all these, I know, like I was always like, I don't know if I'm pretty enough to be a pop star. Like like all of those things go through like your mind when you're like first coming out with something. Like I don't know how people react to like me, like how I look. Just like in general. So I was just like, and plus like the transgender thing, like people always have to say, like, I don't know. So this is the first time I have like had the confidence to like be on my own covers, which is also a big step for me.
Well, you're blessing everybody in doing that.
Thanks,
Truly.
sis.
One of the top two things on my mind last night watching you was like, holy you look so fucking hot.
Thank you so much.
Like gorgeous, like stupid.
Thank you. Aw.
It's sick.
Thanks.
So now that you have this confidence that is bestowed upon you by the fans,
Yes.
put yourself out there on your all over the singles in the best possible way. When you look at goals for yourself, do you set them at all, or do we go back to what you're trying to do with clarity and like let things be? Like where things go is where they go.
I'm trying, like, damn, like where's like the line between like manifesting, because like I want to be like, yo, Madison Square Garden, I want like a #1 album, like I do want all of these things, but like I don't want to be disappointed if it doesn't happen, like I don't want to have like my like life crushed, like, like I believe in myself and I believe I can do it.
You can.
So yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm Madison Square Garden, bitch.
Dude, you manifest it, but it's not about setting a timeline. You don't need to be like, you're going to be at Madison Square Garden in the next year and a half. Like, no. I mean, if it happens in a year and a half, cool. But if it's about it happening.
Totally, yeah.
How did Woo-Ah start? Woo-Ah. Did I say it right?
Yes, you did. I wanted a producer tag.
Because it's literally in every song.
And that is the hottest producer tag I've ever heard in my life. So that's how I have no idea. Like it just like happened like one day in the studio. It just like that happened.
It came out of your mouth?
Yeah. Out of my mouth. It just appeared in my life and now it won't leave. And I'm begging for it. No, JK.
I was going to say good or bad thing. You have a freaking pillar dedicated to it. And there's lights attached to the pillar. Very expensive.
Isn't that one sick?
Yeah, it's nice.
Changes colors.
Yeah, you can't get rid of it. You've already invested in the pillar.
Oh, yes. Can't. Now every show is going to be Greek themed. Columns forever.
You're going to save that
I'm
one.
stuck.
As long as you keep Jigglypuff and Donkey Kong in the show in some capacity.
Oh, yes.
That makes me so happy.
Right? It's me.
That's so great. Do you really feel like you are Jigglypuff in a way?
Yes.
What is it about her that you feel connected to?
Just Jigglypuff always wants all the attention, and then people fall asleep and he gets really mad. I feel like that's just like my life.
That's you? You ask for the attention, people fall asleep, and then you get upset?
Yeah.
That's great.
No, JK. People actually really like when I sing. No, but I don't know. Is Jigglypuff the only singer Pokemon?
Oh,
I mean,
she
it's
does
pink.
sing.
It's pink and it's mad. So
I love her. And then you got Donkey Kong in there too. It's very 90s.
Yeah.
It's good.
I love just like, I don't know. I love like video game like soundtracks. Like I love Nintendo soundtracks.
Wow. By the way, like maybe another cool goal. Maybe you and Aaron Joseph can maybe score a video game.
That'd be so lit.
Yeah, put that on the list of things you want to accomplish.
Yeah, it's like all about spending as much money as possible in as little time as possible. Like you like get a credit card from somebody and then you just like shop.
Yeah? Is that going to be the video game?
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. I mean, what else could it be? A lot of things.
What are you thinking over there, Daniel?
You released
quiet.
one song until the whole album, right? Like one song a week?
Yes.
But it's not all out yet.
So it's going to be 10 weeks that 10 songs come out, and then it's 3 songs next week.
So why'd you go with that strategy of releasing one song a week?
So last time I did a song a month, and it was really cool for me. And I think in streaming time, like the time of streaming, it's really important to just like stay on top of people's minds. And I think just like standard like release strategies for like new artists that are independent like don't work. And I feel like it's worked really, really well for me the first time around. So I was just like, let's pick up the pace and do 10 in 10 weeks. I don't know. It was a really spontaneous idea that me and my friends just kind of had together. And it's just kind of really cool. It becomes like a TV series, you know, that's like, oh, this Thursday we're going to get another song. So I love watching TV series. So I just felt like it was really epic to do it that way. So, and I kind of like just doing things, you know, like different. I didn't feel like just like dropping an album and that's it.
But I feel like Clarity is like a whole, like you have to listen top to bottom, and each song makes up like a different moment in this process of whether it's overcoming something or getting over a breakup or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And
yeah, for sure.
Like that's how I heard it. Like
amazing.
Like top to bottom, it was one chapter, but each song made up a different aspect of what it was.
Amazing.
And I get the TV series thing, because once you hear one, you want to hear the next one.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. That so far there hasn't been one that people are like just completely like not, you know, not liking. So I feel really blessed. It was really crazy. Like we were actually also a big part of the reason. Sorry, just like adding to it still. Was that we had all the like we wrote about like 47 songs I think in general for this project, and then we narrowed it down to 12.
Is that what you did in Hawaii? Like when you were there on the island?
Part in Hawaii, part on like Hollywood Boulevard. There's a studio on Hollywood Boulevard.
Cool.
That we worked in part on the actual Troye Sivan tour. So it's been kind of like over the period of 6 months that we wrote all of these songs. But yeah, then we put it all together and we were like, these are the 12 songs we want on the project, but none of them were finished. So we were kind of playing catch up every single week and like setting ourselves like the goal of finishing them in time to get released at the end of the week. So it was also just like a challenge like to ourselves, like how quick can we like turn these out? And usually like really like that like day or night before it would drop, we would just like get finished, or the visualizer would get finished, because also there's a cover to every single one. There's a visualizer to every single one. So it was just like a lot.
What do you prove to yourself when you're able to churn these records out on such a intense deadline?
I don't know.
That you can
I don't know. I'm just
do
doing
it
it to
again?
do it, really.
Just to have a thrill?
Yeah. I feel like it's always good to like add a bit of like pressure to stuff, you know, like if you're like I'm gonna do this and then you have to actually do this.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like it added to the whole thing and made everything really stressful for everybody and made everybody's life really awful for 10 weeks. So goal achieved.
Well done.
How did you pick which songs were going to come out when? Because it seems like a lot of the songs have like Broken, Another One, and All I Do Is Cry. It seemed like they have the same, written about the same person maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Well, honestly, we kind of like put them out as we finished them. It was like whichever one got finished,
Okay.
we dropped.
So there was no plan whatsoever.
Honestly, not really. I mean, at the end, we had a little bit of room because like in the last 3 weeks, we kind of got more done than we thought we would. And then, you know, in the end, it did have order. But I mean, it's all leading up to an album. So that's the official track list. So it's not technically meant to be listened to in the order I released it, but in the order that it's going to be on the project.
Gotcha.
But what I really liked about how we like prioritized songs was that we did like a sad one, then a pickup, and then a sad one, and then a happy one again.
Different emotions.
Like, totally, because like I don't want to, you know, I don't want to give fans just like one thing. I feel like overall like it's very bipolar, the whole record. It's like very, very happy songs and very like emo songs.
Yeah. From Broken to Sweet Spot.
Yeah, but for some reason they all like tied together really nicely and make for like a great little adventure record.
Where is the Sweet Spot?
Sweet Spot is at the end.
But where? Where is the sweet? Where's
where is
it? Yeah.
On a woman's body. No,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Where's the Sweet Spot? I don't know, man.
Maybe it's different for everybody. I don't know.
Yes.
I
think you're onto something.
Well, yeah. Like I don't know why everybody's giving me this look. Like I'm the idiot in the room. Jesus Christ.
What do you think it is, Zach? Why don't you tell us?
Like now that I'm really thinking about it, because I think it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
right? Because like I don't know anatomy very well of any kind of
Same.
so like
Honestly, I wouldn't know.
it could be somebody's sweet spot could be like buying them something or showing. I
Trust.
love language, baby. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Love language. I can
Same.
gift you something, I can feed you, or we can but like the sweet spot's gonna be different. Does that, Aaron? Do you get me?
It's the left knee. Everybody knows it.
Yes, whatever that means. Yes, the left knee. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Where did the finger guns come from?
The
Yeah.
thing. Oh,
You do this on stage. It's almost like you're conducting. I love it. It's really adorable.
Thanks. I thank you so much. I don't know. I'm not like a great dancer, so I was like, I can do that.
I can do finger guns.
But yeah.
I'm obsessed.
So yeah, out of necessity, man.
3 outfit changes last
3.
night.
Yes.
That's fucking impressive.
I'm naked behind the stage every night. It's hot. It's like the opposite of that. The first show was a disaster. It was so horrible. The mic pack fell out of my outfit like 5 times. A zipper broke. We had to like belt it up last minute. The last outfit didn't arrive in time. I wore a merch shirt for the last thing, which
your
was it
quick
was cute,
change.
but like it was so awful. Like the wind machines like didn't work. It was so hot. I was sweating my like lashes off. Like my wig like and almost fell off. Like it was a disaster. Like last night we killed it. Like I'm so glad we like got it now. But
How many
it
people
was,
are back there helping you change?
4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know my whole team. I'm making my day-to-day manager do it. Like he's like taking off my socks.
Kris Jenner was born to change somebody.
Kris Jenner's changing my nipple covers. Yeah.
The role he was meant to take part in.
Oh yes. Yeah, it's crazy, but I watched a lot of quick changes from like the girls. There's like actually you can watch like Katy Perry quick change and Lady Gaga quick change. And
what?
the key is just for me to do nothing.
Yeah,
The
for
key is
everybody else
just
to do everything.
Totally, because like once I do something, I'm just like messing it
mannequin
up. Like,
it.
Totally.
So what
yeah.
position do you go? And you go
Yeah, I'm literally like
this. Just
yeah.
just
It's the
mold
stupidest.
me.
It's yeah. It's very attractive.
But like, is that not like in a weird way a goal? Like to have a show where you have more than one f***ing outfit that you're gonna wear for the
I
concert?
feel like Mariah Carey in that moment.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So like diva.
Like you've made it. You have 4 people that you
People
pay
are
to
putting
change you,
clothes on me, and
and you mannequin it.
yeah, a model, a true model.
It's pretty cool.
Naomi Campbell,
Wow, watch out, Naomi Campbell.
watch out, I'm coming. No.
Hope you happy with your
Icon,
new
legend,
bitch.
Blasphemy.
Sorry, I got so distracted by hope you happy with your new bitch. How you living? I'm in Paris and Marc Jacobs. Life's amazing. When she leaves you for your best friend, that karma. When you see me with my new dude, that's a come up. That's beautiful.
I stand behind that.
It's honest. It's like beautifully honest. I mean, that sounds like a real. You're obviously sending a message, and you're like to somebody very clearly. I just wonder, like the word broken. Trying to go back to your definition. Sorry, it just caught my eye. You use a lot of brand names in your songs.
Yeah.
Trying to get brand deals.
Yeah. No, I'm just like, I am a fangirl of a lot of brands. Like I've always been really into fashion, and I used to watch like every fashion show there was as a kid. I'm just really into fashion, so I don't know. I feel like it's like a lot of my life is fashion, so I think it's really fun. Yeah, I mean, also like I was like broke as hell my whole life. Like I'm just like, now that I can like actually like, I don't know, like I can wear Marc Jacobs for photo shoots and they give me I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna
Flaunt
mention it. Of course. Like that is so cool to me.
Real quick, back to Broken. Is this a redemption record, or is this you sending a message to someone?
I feel like it's for sure like my life is fierce, and you know what you did to me sucked, and hope you're happy. It's kind of like I didn't want to just be like sad. I didn't want to just, because like at the same time I feel so blessed in my life to like be able to do what I do. I feel like so happy that I get to do this as my job. That I didn't want it to be just a sad record that would make people feel sad. I wanted to give people at the same time kind of like a attitude
Yeah.
and like give them something to like talk about that it's like, yeah, hell yeah, that's how I feel about my ex. So I always want to put some of like some attitude in it to make people just feel like, you know.
Is that attitude for you natural, or is it crafted through records and then, because I get that attitude, like I get that confidence from
Right?
listening to it.
Oh,
but
that's
is that
amazing.
Is that natural for you to just infuse that like organically into a record, or is that like the writer in you that puts it in there and then you kind of live it? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so. I think I like to keep it just interesting. You know, I like to I like to mix emotions up, but I just like to like throw them around, give the song like an arc, you know, of emotions. And I feel like the more like personality and attitude you add to anything, the better it gets.
Broken.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Oh my God! Yay! I'm so glad.
I came very close to buying the sweatshirt yesterday, but I felt like I'd manifest me being broken by putting it on my body. I swear to God, I had a whole thing at the merch stand. Ash January.
Damn.
I came very
That's
close
some
to buying it, and I thought that if I wore it, that I'd actually break a bone for the first time. So I didn't want to do it. Like I'm the person who
Never
like
broken a bone?
me. No. Knock on wood. Have you? What'd you break?
My like.
Whoa! How?
Leg. Oh my God! I was in school and like we all like had to like line up to get like these things. We all like had to like pick up trash. I did something like bad.
That's really
I was
nice.
like in detention or something.
Oh.
And there were only like a few of these like good pickup things, and then some like really. Everybody started running down the stairs, and and I like fell immediately. And
That's it. You were literally running after a
everybody,
trash
like,
collector.
ran over me. It was so stupid. Yeah, that's a really hot story.
And on that note, Kim Petras, everybody.
All right.
She broke her leg.
Woo-ah!
Making her way to a trash collector.
Yeah, tea.
Tastes-
Collecting trash. Very on brand for me.
Kim Petras, you really are amazing. Clarity
Oh, thank you so much.
Clarity deserves your ear. Please listen to it. It's amazing. Do we have a date that it's all going to be released by?
Yeah. June 28th.
June 28th.
Yeah.
Set the alarm.
Woo! I'm so excited.
I really hope you enjoyed that conversation. If you did, please subscribe and also check out our podcast. There's a link in the description, and also comment and like and do things. Other interviews are on the screen somewhere, so click them. Thanks for watching.